I believe that one of the most important things that has to improve or come online for autonomy really to move to the next level is understanding of the world the way that people understand it. So robots right now think about the world in terms of very low-level geometry. They don't think about walls as walls, but really just sort of like pixels of obstacle that it can't drive through. And similarly, when they think about objects, they tend to think about very, very low-level geometry, at best for the purpose of manipulation, but usually for the purposes of collision avoidance. If you want robots to work with people, and if you want robots to do useful missions, they've got to understand what things are. They've got to understand what a room is, what it's for. They got to understand what objects are, what they're for. If you go and ask a robot to go and fetch your keys or go and collect a box, or if you want a robotic forklift to go and load a truck in terms of pallets, it's got to know what those things are. A good example of a technology that we need to come online to help with that kind of semantic understanding is object recognition. So there's lots of people working in object recognition in lots of different ways, both at MIT and other places. And my group has done some of understanding how objects are distributed in the world and how robots can interact with those objects and learn over time where objects are, what they are, and how to interact with them. A lot of my research is in the intelligent decision-making of these vehicles. So if you have object detection or you have scene understanding on board the vehicle, how does the vehicle, whether it's a ground vehicle or service robot or UAV, how does it use that to make smarter decisions? As a good example right now, one of my students is looking at how an understanding of the environment can improve our understanding of wind patterns in the urban environment. And then the UAV can take advantage of those wind patterns to either avoid turbulence or choose minimum energy routes through the city and so on. But it's that kind of decision-making, smart decision-making based on its knowledge of the world that I'm really interested in. At a high level, you'd like every robot, whether it's a service robot manipulating your kitchen to clean it up, or it's a UAV helping a farmer manage situational awareness of the field, or it's a delivery UAV picking things up and moving around the urban environment. You'd like them all to have the same kinds of capabilities in terms of understanding what's around them, building richer representations, adapting their knowledge over time as they learn about the world from sensors. It would be a mistake to assume that any one technology is the right answer. And it's pretty clear that GPS has its issues, especially in urban environments. It's pretty clear that cameras have their issues, especially at night. I think that the right answer is going to lie in a fusion of these things. At the same time, a lot of the research I've done in my group in small-scale UAVs in the last few years has relied on pretty accurate ranging, whether it's laser rangefinder or 3D camera. And those sensors are heavy and they don't work in every domain. And I don't think anybody's gotten pure vision-based navigation to work reliably in the ways that we'd like. But the field has progressed a lot in the last few years, and I'm really excited about looking at how we can use just passive cameras in order to navigate from place to place. Because that passive camera gives us not just the navigation capability, but also the understanding of the scene in the way that I think is going to be important for the future.